to convert 2.5 moles of oxygen to grams of water using the balanced equation provided up above and using the general setup of how to convert from the mass of one substance A to the mass of another substance B. Since our starting given information is in moles, then technically we won't have a value to place into this first step here because we don't have a mass. We will be using moles of A because this represents moles of substance A. So it's okay to go ahead and cancel those two parts out because they simplify each other anyways. And so I'm going to go ahead and start by plugging in my given value for moles of A. So 2.5 represents the moles of oxygen. Next step I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the molar ratio based on the coefficients provided up above in my balanced equation. So moles of A, since that's oxygen, I'm going to find the coefficient in front of oxygen, and since it's blank in front, that means it represents a 1. And I'm going to put that down here, because moles of A represents oxygen. And moles of B is going to be the water. So then I would go to my balanced equation to find my other value to plug into my molar ratio, which is a 2 in front of H2O. So place a 2 there. And then at this point, I would have, I would be able to cancel out or simplify my units from moles of A, but I'm going to go ahead and just plug in my remaining information. My last step, I need to find the relationship between moles of B to grams of B. So this represents the grams to mole relationship for water. So over here, I've calculated out for 1 mole of water for H2O, there's 2 atoms of hydrogen, and hydrogen's atomic mass is about 1, and oxygen's mass is about 16, so it's about 18 grams for 1 mole. So the 18 grams would be the value in the numerator, because that's what the grams unit was, and this represents the mass for 1 mole of water, so the 1 will go with the mole. So this is my given, this is the ratio that comes from a balanced equation. This last step here shows the relationship between mass to moles for my unknown substance. I can go ahead and cancel out or simplify my units. So I have moles of A in the numerator and denominator, so I'll cross those out. And I have moles of B in the numerator and denominator for my unknown. And now the only unit left is the one I'm trying to solve for, and I can just go ahead and plug this into a calculator and solve it. So 2.5 times 2 equals 5. 5 divided by 1 is still 5. So now I'm just left with 5 times 18, which is 90. And then 90 divided by 1 is still 90. So there I have arrived at my answer. 2.5 moles of oxygen can form up to 90 grams of water.